Hi guys, happy Monday. Today we're going to work on lesson 4.7. There is only two more, this and another one of this chapter. So we'll finish up this week and move right into dividing decimals next week. So we're on page 273 today. I just kind of jumped right to on your own. And we're going to work on multiplying a decimal by a decimal. We have done a decimal by a whole number. And this too is exactly the same thing. You're going to multiply just like you've always been taught to and pretend there's no decimal there at all until you get to the very end. And when you have your product, then we're going to place your decimal. So let's look at number 6. And we are going to try to do some fun Christmas colors for you. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and multiply. So 4 times 9 is 36. 4 times 7 is 28. Plus 3 is 31. And then we move to the next place value, so we put our 0 here. 3 times 9 is 27. 3 times 7 is 21, plus 2 is 23. And then we go ahead and add. And now that I have my product, now I can put my decimal in. So you have to count how many decimal places you have. You have 1, 2. So I'm going to move right to left. 1, 2. And place it right here. So my answer for number 6 is 26 and 86/100. The most important thing that you can remember is to place that decimal. Do not forget. Number 7, 6 times 2 is 12. 6 times 9 is 54, plus 1 is 55. Put my placeholder. 5 times 2 is 10. 5 times 9 is 45, plus 1 is 46. And when we add these up, I have my product, but now I need to find my decimal. So I have 1 place, 2 places. So I go 1, 2, and place it in. So my answer is 51 and 52/100 for number 7. Number 8, 7 times 5 is 35. 7 times 4 is 28, plus 3 is 31. 7 times 3 is 21. Plus 3 would be 24. Place value holder. 9 times 5, again, is 45. 9 times 4 is 36. Plus 4 would be 40. 9 times 3 is 27. 27 plus 4 would be 31. Add them up. And now we count our decimal places. 1, 2, 3 this time. So 1, 2, 3. Remember moving right to left. So I have 33 and 465 thousandths as my answer for number 8. Remember, if you have problems like this in your homework, you need to take them and write them vertically to solve them. And you do have some on your homework, so you'll have to use another piece of paper. Do not cram them in up here in this area. Don't do that. Get a piece of paper, take your problems, like number 12, and I would write it down vertically and multiply. Remember, you don't have to line up the decimals. That one so happens does line up, but you're not lining up the decimals when you multiply. You're just lining up your numbers right to left. Let's look at number 20. It says Charlie has an adult Netherlands dwarf rabbit that weighs 1.2 kilograms. Cliff's adult Angora rabbit weighs 2.9 times as much as Charlie's rabbit. How much does Cliff's rabbit weigh? So all we have to do is multiply those two numbers. It doesn't matter which number you put on top. 9 times 2 is 18. 9 times 1 is 9, plus 1 is 10. Placeholder. 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 1 is 2. Add them up. And now we place our decimal. 1 place, 2 place. So our answer is Cliff's rabbit weighs 3 4/48 kilograms. Okay, so not too bad, pretty easy. Shouldn't be hard for you. You guys have been multiplying since 3rd grade, so just don't forget to place that decimal at the end. So let's look at your homework. Your homework is on page 275. Most of you are going to have to do 2 through 12 all. We're skipping 13. But my blue group, you're going to do the ones that are blue. You're doing 2, 4, 6, 8, and 12. So 1 through 10, you're just going ahead and just multiplying just like you normally would, and then placing your decimal. And then 11 and 12 are just story problems. So let's take a look at those. 11 says Aretha runs a marathon in 3.25 hours. Neil takes 1.6 times as long to run the same marathon. How many hours does it take Neil to run the marathon? Just multiply the numbers, you'll get your answer. Don't forget to label it. Number 12, Tiffany catches a fish that weighs 12.3 pounds. Frank catches a fish that weighs 2.5 times as much as Tiffany's fish. How many pounds does Frank's fish weigh? Again, just multiply the two numbers. Don't forget to label, and you'll be all done and get it turned in on Google Classroom for the day.